Hi everybody, I'm Daniel Walthers coming from Winding Woods Ranch, and I'm here with Dave, who came to pick up his young pied crow that we raised for him this year. You can see she's real relaxed. He's got a knack with these guys, and he likes to put them in a little trance, it looks like. She's closing her eyes and just very comfortable. We've spent a couple days together. Dave came in, and we want to make sure that he's real comfortable with the bird and the bird's real comfortable with him. And I wanted Dave to kind of tell you a little bit about his story and how he ended up coming to Winding Woods Ranch to get a pet pied crow. So Dave, if you would tell us a little bit about your story.
You bet. Well, I had another little buddy that I had for 3.5 years, and she passed away about a year and a half ago. And since she passed away, I've been missing my little buddy, and so I decided that I was going to get another little crow. And so I went online and discovered that you could get an African pied crow, and that they would have similar personalities to the crows that I had been with for about a year and a half. And so I went out and I contacted Daniel to determine whether or not I was going to be able to get a pied crow, and at the same time I was able to sell my home in the area that I was living and move to a location that would be more appropriate to be able to have a nice little animal like this. And so I recently moved down to Battleground, Washington, which is a small town in southern Washington. And I purchased a home that has 2+ acres, and at the same time I was able to contact Daniel Walthers, and he was able to inform me that I wouldn't have to wait until next year to get my little pied crow. And so I decided that rather than having him fly the crow out to Washington State, I decided it would be better for me to fly out and pick up the little bird myself and then drive the bird across the country. And so here I am, and I have spent about 2 days with Daniel and his family, and this is my little buddy Kukuni, and I think we're going to get along just fine.
She's doing fantastic. I tell you, yesterday we spent the day together, and these guys just hit it off like nothing I've seen before. And I think it's all the petting and so forth that just gets her so comfortable. You see her eyes are shut right now. And then today we went out to the outlets and we took some videos, so you guys are going to be able to see some of that. And she did really well, and that was in preparation for her trip back, so that Dave would be comfortable bringing her back in the vehicle. In fact, Dave, I think you rode with her not even in the crate on the way back.
Yes.
And she did great.
Yes.
It's
I was amazed at how well she did with the actual people at the strip mall that we went to. There were hundreds of people that were walking by her, and for the most part she was able to handle it really well. And
she's going to be great. I mean,
I am so thrilled to have been able to get this little baby bird this year, and
yeah.
She'll be spending the rest of her life with me, or I with her, either way.
So as far as the process goes and what you've seen as far as the bird and stuff, would you say it was pretty successful?
I would say that this was way beyond anything I expected.
Wow, that's
I've had
fantastic.
other birds in my life where I was able to get them to land on my hand, and they were old and had never been hand tamed, but to actually get them to do it without slamming against the cage for hours and finally landing, this one seemed to have adopted me almost immediately.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It's just amazing, and I know that Daniel's been doing this for a long time, and I know that the birds that he sends out are very well tamed. They're hand raised. I'm just absolutely thrilled.
Well, Dave, it's been a pleasure working with you, and once you join our family, which you have, we're always here. So at least Dave knows he's got our support if anything comes up. And I know Dave's gonna have a great trip back. And we'll keep in touch. And we just wanted everybody to kind of see what Dave's going through and what our customers go through when they get a bird like this. And she looks pretty relaxed. She's sleeping right now. She's had a big day. She was out on the town and did really, really well. And Dave did awesome. And I'm sure I'll hear lots of great stories. So thanks everybody. And we'll check back with you later. Here's Dave with his baby. We're just out here practicing, getting her used to everything. And she's got a long trip back, so we'll make sure she does really well. Yeah.